The Marvel Cinematic Universe has a lot of exciting things planned for the future. While the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to rule the box office globally, there are a slew of additional Marvel films on the way from Sony Pictures and Disney's newly acquired subsidiary 20th Century Fox, with the release dates that fall in between future MCU installments. Here are the most anticipated Marvel movies of 2022. By the way, before we begin, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, March 25th, 2022. Marvel's future plans will involve a mix of sequels and original ventures, as they have done pretty much since the beginning. After all, whilst the latter keeps things seeming fresh and new all the time, the former allows us to see a lot more of the characters we've already fallen in love with. This certainly applies to Doctor Strange, since Marvel President Kevin Feige confirmed to Cineblend in summer 2018 that a sequel was in the works, and we now know that project is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The picture will be Phase 4's fourth release, and while it was announced in late 2018 that Scott Dickerson would return to helm, the filmmaker and the company mutually parted ways owing to creative differences. Sam Raimi had entered talks to direct the movie in February 2020, according to reports. The major opponent for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has yet to be revealed, but we do know that the film will have Benedict Cumberbatch, master of the mystic arts, teaming up with Elizabeth Olsen's Scarlet Witch in a key supporting role. Furthermore, the plot will be integrally tied to the events of the WandaVision Disney Plus series. Benedict Wong and Chiwetel Ejiofor will reprise their roles as Wong and Carl Mordo, respectively, while Ishotel Gomez will make her live-action debut as Miss America Chavez. WandaVision, Loki, and the third Spider-Man film will all be referenced in the film. It could even expose the true menace lurking somewhere in the multiverse. The acquisition of America Chavez almost assures that reality hopping will be a big deal in the coming years. It's a big part of her repertoire. Thor, Love and Thunder, May 6, 2022. For a long time, it was expected that Marvel Studios would limit its first solo film series to 3 installments, Iron Man and Captain America being prime examples, but the God of Thunder has shattered that law with a bolt of lightning. It's no secret that Chris Hemsworth disliked the first 2 Thor films, but his experience filming Thor Ragnarok completely altered his mind about playing the character, and now we'll be getting a Thor 4 in 2022 dubbed Thor, Love and Thunder. The tale would continue off after the events of Avengers Endgame, with Chris Hemsworth's eponymous hero in quest of a new mission. Taika Waititi, the filmmaker of Thor Ragnarok, announced his return for a 4th movie in the God of Thunder saga shortly before Comic-Con 2019. Chris Hemsworth will reprise his role as Odysseus the Wanderer, but not necessarily as Thor. Marvel has confirmed Natalie Portman will return to the series as the new Mighty Thor, a twist inspired by Jason Aaron, Russell Dauterman, and others' great Thor comic book series. Meanwhile, Tessa Thompson will reprise her role as Valkyrie, the ruler of New Asgard in search of a queen, and we expect Loki, Tom Hiddleston, in either of his incarnations, to return to torment his now nameless brother. As the year began, Christian Bale was mentioned as a possible new addition to the cast. Marvel later confirmed that he will play Gore the God Butcher, the major antagonist. Jennifer Caton Robinson, the director of Someone Great, reportedly joined Waititi as a co-writer in February of that year. The Guardians of the Galaxy will make a cameo, as Vin Diesel said in March, which we'd always believed, but the addition of Chris Pratt to the cast, announced in November 2020, ensured the Guardians will be along for the journey. Production began in early 2021 with a slew of Guardians characters sighted on set, including Jamie Alexander, who is scheduled to reprise her role as Lady Sif, who must have gone from Asgard throughout Ragnarok's events. Russell Crowe seems to confirm his role as Olympian god Zeus on a radio call-in show in April of 2021. Chris Hemsworth most recently announced that filming on Love and Thunder had officially ended in June 2021 by posting a photo of himself and on site to Instagram. If Loki appears in Love and Thunder, the circumstances will most likely establish the character's more malevolent traits. Due to the fact that the film will be released before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, expect Rocket, Bradley Cooper, to say an emotional goodbye to Odysseus as he departs the group to deal with his loss of identity and status. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, July 8, 2022. Despite Chadwick Boseman's terrible death on August 28, 2020, work for Black Panther 2 continued. The abrupt and terrible casting change appears to have only delayed production by a few months. Filming is slated to begin in July 2021, with Shuri, Letitia Wright, allegedly taking on a larger role, and actor Tenoch Huerta in talks to play the main adversary. The film will presumably follow Shuri's ascension to the crown and her attempts to become the next Black Panther. M'Baku Winston Duke may contest her title, and Huerta's character will undoubtedly attempt to destabilize Wakanda's power balance. Of course, there's a lot of speculation about who he'll play. Namor the Submariner will make his MCU debut as the film's adversary, according to rumors dating back years. The character, who was previously under Universal's custody, is apparently back in Marvel's hands and may be a worthy opponent for Shuri. Marvel moved the release date to July 2022 in December 2020, and Feige reiterated that T'Challa will not be recast in honor of Boseman. The sequel's title will be Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, the studio announced in May 2021. Danai Gurira made her return as Okoye later that month. At the end of June, production began. The change in Wakandan leadership might have far-reaching consequences, especially as the embassies T'Challa envisioned were likely established in his absence following Infinity War. Furthermore, if Namor is the adversary, his reputation as Marvel's first mutant may pave the way for the X-Men to appear in the MCU. The Marvels, November 11th, 2022. Given that Captain Marvel was Marvel Studios' first billion-dollar hit in 2019, Captain Marvel 2 has long been expected as a sequel to the franchise. But unlike Black Panther 2, it doesn't seem that the studio is hurrying things. Megan McConnell, a WandaVision staff writer, was reportedly hired by Marvel in January 2020 to start writing a Captain Marvel sequel. Brie Larson will reprise her role as Carol, and given their importance in the previous film, Samuel L. Jackson and Ben Mendelsohn will almost certainly reprise their roles as Fury and Talos, respectively. Candyman filmmaker Nia Costa took up the director's chair from Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck, who were not scheduled to return in August of 2020. Fang said Miss Marvel star Iman Vellani and WandaVision's Tiana Paris as an adult Monica Rambeau were joining the cast at the 2020 Disney Investor Day presentation, revealing the film will take place in modern-day MCU. In addition, by moving Black Panther 2 to July 8, 2022, the picture will no longer be released in July of that year as it had been. The film will now be released on November 11th, 2022. The Marvels will now be the title of the film. According to the new Phase 4 video trailer, Park Seung-joon, a Korean actor, is said to have joined the project in June. It's entirely possible that the Marvels may expand on ideas from Guardians of the Galaxy and Eternals, given the continuous cosmic emphasis post-Endgame. We know the film will incorporate Earth in some way because Miss Marvel and Paris grown-up Monica Rambeau are joining Carol on this voyage. We also expect Carol to be quite interested in Fury's Armada. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Holiday 2022. The special, which will be recorded concurrently with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and streamed throughout the holiday season before the film's release, will be a first for Marvel Studios. The special will be written and directed by James Gunn, and we expect it to pay homage to both the Star Wars Holiday Special and the Guardians' own circumstances. The special will take place between Thor, Love and Thunder, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, according to Gunn. Although the special will be canon, We hope it follows in the footsteps of Star Wars' infamous venture into holiday entertainment. In any case, we can expect to see Groot decked out in festive garb and Nebula enacting her own bizarre rendition of The Gift of the Magi. What do you think about these most anticipated Marvel movies of 2022? Let us know in the comment section below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so we can continue on giving you the best content. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.